In today's video, I'm gonna train the grip as always. Every day is a grip day when you're training to have the strongest hands in the world. Next competition is in less than 3 months now. Is the 5 and 6 of September, and it's a strongman competition with a lot of grip. There's like six, seven events, and I feel like 3 of them are grip events, like strictly grips, and then the others they're also the grip, but it's more about like there's a pulling chain, taking off a sword from a log, like Excalibur in a way. It's very medieval, Dark Ages related. That's the theme. It's all about like anchors and stuff. So yeah, so I have a bit less than 3 months to train this, and every day is gonna be grip day, and I'm gonna add so today push, tomorrow pull, on the so then I rest. 4th day is legs, and the 5th is arms, just arms. Today we're gonna do grip. We're gonna start with pinching exercises, where I'm gonna have, there's 2 types of grip exercise in a way. There's the cylinders type of handles and bars and stuff, where it's a lot about like the force of the strength of your fingers, your hand. And then there's the grip exercise, where you cannot put your fingers around, and it's more like the Saxon bar and handles like this, where you need to pinch, and on the pinch it's a lot about the strength of the thumb. And I mean, of course, even for the cylinders, the thumb is super important, because you grip with your whole hand, and the thumb is there too. So today, pinch, a lot of like we're gonna pinch some plates. Then we're gonna do the accessories to have the beefiest possible forearms, because of course you need to have incredible muscle mass if you want to have incredible strength. And then we're gonna do the push, and for the push I'm gonna start this time by the overhead press. I'm gonna do some dips, and then I'm gonna end by the incline press. Usually I was putting the incline press at first because it's the heaviest exercise, but I changed this. Why? Because I want to prioritize, focus on the vertical press, and that's how you need to think. Usually people think about, I'm gonna put the heaviest exercise first, and then I'm gonna go lighter, and I'm gonna end with the arms or stuff like this. You need to think better, smarter. You're gonna put at the beginning of your session what you want to focus on. If you want to focus on the arms, you're gonna put the arms first, and then you're gonna put bench, rowing, etc., etc., even though it's heavier. Do you follow me here? So it's the same here. Even if at first I'm gonna do some pinching with less than 30 kilos, and then I'm gonna press like 100, I'm still putting the pinch first, because that's my focus. Let's go. So here, as you can see, we have a dog. We also have 33 kg on the pinch block. Yes. All right. That the judge is just verifying if everything is up to the rules. It is? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Judge. Thank you. Pinch. 60 millimeters pinch block, 33 kg. We're not gonna go too heavy. I'm starting to put back doggy. Hey, stop. He's trying to attack the wasps. Doggy, no. You're gonna have a bad surprise, doggy, if you try. Come on, go away. Go away. All right. So, Yeah. So far I was just doing like no doggy, stop. God damn, you got it in the mouth. It's dangerous. Dangerous as hell, doggy. Be careful. Be careful, doggy. Okay. Dynamic. So I was like doing rowing, stuff like this, and without trying to put as heavy as possible and just doing like a deadlift with it. Now I'm gonna be back in the groove of heavy grip training with just a deadlift. The type of event. Doggy, stop, stop. He's gonna get attacked by the wasp. He's gonna cry. Like you would see, we're gonna lift it, don't worry. Like you would see in like arm lifting competition, where you just have to lift it, you don't have to do rowing, etc. But for the training, the dynamic part is important, whatever. Let's try to lift 33 kg. My hands are pretty tired. I think it's the last week before the deload. But let's see how we are. Doggy, stop. Be careful. All right. Yep, I think I have it. Wait a second, wait a second. Ah, I don't. With the left hand I do. Okay. Left hand, yes. Right hand, I feel like it's too fatigued. Ah, there's air. Come on. No, I don't. All right. Yeah. So that's what I told you. I feel super fatigued because I'm doing a ton of accessory work, hypertrophy, etc. So my hands are pretty tired. We're the first training day of the week, though. It's I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful with my recovery abilities. Anyway. So here you're about to witness the craziest superset for the forearms known to humanity so far. We're gonna start here with this simulation of Bruce Lee's grip machine. So I'm gonna use the bar to grip this right there. And I'm gonna do my reps gripping it like this, getting those two bars closer with my grips. Then when we're done with that, we're gonna go do some wrists extension, and then we're gonna go with the wrist flexion on the machine over there, you're gonna see. And then back on the wrist extension, I do it on two parts, because first I do it thumbless, and then I come back and I add the thumb and I grind some more. So let's start, and then we'll talk. Little hold. All right. Now follow me to the extension. Do you see me from here? I think you do. I don't clearly see, but I think you see me. So, thumbless extension. All right, here I'll take you with me. You're gonna have to be a little bit closer to see what's happening. And here, like this, you're not gonna see properly. Let's put you somewhere like this. Do you see? I feel like you see, yeah. All right, and here, I'm gonna use the bench to rest my wrist so I don't cheat. And I'm gonna take this, put it here, and like this. All right, left hand. And now, as I told you before, we're gonna be back on the wrist extension, but with this time with the thumb to grind some more. So up, like this, like this. Alright, let's talk about it a little. Come with me. Oh yes. Alright, you're not very flat like this, and I'm gonna put you like this. Oof. So this was the most brutal set ever, no, not set, superset ever for the grip. But as I told you, if you want to get a monstrous strength, you need to have monstrous mass, hypertrophy. You need to do your accessories. It's not enough just to grip. You also need to muscle up these puppies right there. You need them. Because when you go to the grip competition, the dude with the monster, and when I say monstrous, it means that when you look at it, you're supposed to tell yourself something's wrong. It's not supposed to look like this. There's too much. Like there's a muscle on top of a muscle. It shouldn't be like this. This is the type of hypertrophy and strength you're supposed to go after. All right. I think I'm gonna do just one more because I feel pretty tired already. I want to do more. I would want to do fucking 4 or 5, even more sets of this, but you have to work with what you have in terms of recovery. So you need to build up the recovery, and you need to be patient, not to ramp it up and then how to say that, crumble. No, the crumble, it's a pastry, no? You get the idea. So do this, and after we're gonna go on the press. We're gonna go on the press, not depression. See you in a second. And we are now done with the grip part of the training. And it only took me about less than 40 minutes maybe. So that's pretty good. Now overhead press. Well, here we are for the holy grail of the upper body strength exercise, the overhead press. Today on the overhead press I have a vengeance to take. A revenge, you would say. Last week I loaded 67.5 on the last day, and I did only 2 reps. I was pretty disappointed with myself, with life, with the world. So today we have 70 kg. What are you gonna do about it? What am I gonna do about it? Well, let's see. All right, I'm still disappointed in myself. So it's been like a month, a bit more than a month, that I'm back on the vertical press. Before, at 70, I was able to do like a set of 10, easy set of 10, but I was 20 kilos heavier in terms of body weight. So I have to get that dog back in me and push even further. My goal is to be lighter. Well, I'm bulking again, but I'm trying to bulk, to clean bulk. Whatever. I'm lighter and I'm gonna be stronger. I will be stronger. Not today, but in 2 weeks. And we are moving on the dips now. As you see, I still have the weighted vest. I ordered, I think I told you 2 weeks ago, I was supposed to receive the new belt today. It's gonna arrive a bit later. I'm gonna have the time to wait for it. So I just put all the weight in there. So I am 30 kg heavier, and we're gonna see how it goes on the dips. Okay, 6 reps. Is it me, or is the dips a pretty weird exercise in a way that I'm not at muscle failure, but I feel like if I do one more, my triceps are gonna cramp, so I stop before, but I feel like I could push a bit more if it wasn't for that. Maybe it's the sign that my triceps are super weak, and that's why I've always been so fucking bad at any type of press. Maybe. But it also means that we're gonna get this stronger and my press is gonna go crazy. So next, I'm gonna do some incline bench press. Usually for the incline, I go one set wide grip and then the back off on the close. I think because we put it at the end of the session, I'm directly gonna do the close grip incline, not too heavy, just like as an accessory. And if I have the time, I'm gonna do a ton of rice bucket, and then we're gonna have the sweet post-workout. To stop running after time and being rushed all the time, I'm gonna cut my training a bit differently. Instead of doing dips, overhead, inclined bench press on day 1 and then on day 4 doing the overhead press again, I'm gonna do overhead press dips on day 1, and on day 4 I'm gonna do the incline, which is gonna cover like the press twice and etc, etc. So now we're gonna finish the training by some triceps over the head, and then if I have the time, and I think I will, I'm gonna do some rice bucket. So I freed some time, and now we can do a little bit of rice bucket. As I told you the last time, and I'm going to tell you again, the rice bucket is a very bad forearm exercise if you don't know how to use it. Because people, they think it's a bad exercise because you don't control how heavy is the resistance against your movement. It's just grains of rice, and you cannot really go to failure because you could just go slowly for half an hour. And that's true, but that's not the point. You need to use it as a sprint. Running, you could run for 3 hours, and it will not help you for the hypertrophy or the strength. If you run as fast as possible for a short distance, this is gonna help. And it's the same for the rice bucket. You don't want to go slowly, you want to go as hard, as fast as you can for a short period, and when you slow down, the set is over. That's the failure you need to reach. When you slow down, you hit failure. I like to do it, little tip, I like to do it with a timer, because I know that I'm gonna reach this failure at around 40 seconds, and then I'm gonna take a little rest. And because for the rice bucket, what I like to do is first start like this, rotate like this, then when it's over, rest a little, then the other way around, then when it's over, rest a little, and then go like this. There's other exercises you can like open your fingers, do the palm, do the. For me, these three are the best. How do you say? The best bang for your bucket of rice. Hell yeah! All right, let's put the timer and let's start with the rice. Let's go. So here I reached the first failure at 40. I'm gonna take 30 rest, and the intention is very important. The intent that you're putting in there, trying to move as like big circles and such. All right, 10 more seconds before second round. Let's go. Failure in 25 seconds. So again, 30-second rest, and this is gonna be one set. You can do more than one. Me, I'm just gonna do one because I don't have the time for more. And let's go for the last part of the rice bucket. All right, and also know that on this type of exercises, it's not only the grip, but there's a lot of this in the grip, like super long exercise because it's very small muscles. The breathing is super important because you're gonna reach failure so fast if you don't breathe correctly. So you really need deep breath. Think about oxygen reaching your muscles, so you're gonna be able to do the most that you can. All right, so that's it for today's video. So see you in the next one.